Hello friends, today in this video we are gonna build a simple Java chat application, that is server client chat application, in which client will send some message to the server and in response server will send some message to the client. So assuming you are familiar with Java basics and you have installed Java in your computer, and also you must have an IDE for coding, that may be Eclipse or NetBeans. So I have Eclipse and NetBeans both, and I'm using Eclipse right now. So if you haven't installed Java Eclipse in your computer, then go through the videos that will teach you how to install Java in your computer and how to install Eclipse in your computer and setting the Java environment path variable. So I'm not going through those stuff. Now let's start with the Eclipse IDE. Open your Eclipse IDE and provide the location for your project. I'm storing my project on E drive, and let's say it's chat app. Okay, launch. For the first time you open the Eclipse will show this type of page, and you just uncheck. If it is checked, then you just uncheck it and close that page. Now let's talk about some perspective in the Java Eclipse IDE. So on the top right corner there are two icons, for one for open perspective and one for Java EE. And Java EE is for those developers who are going to develop web app using Java. So right now we are not gonna build a web app, so just open the perspective and select Java perspective. And now we have switched our perspective from Java EE to Java. And let's create a new project. You can create a Java project from here, or you can simply go to the file and select new and Java project and name your project. I will say chat Java chat app. Okay, and choose your execution environment, Java JRE, that is SE1.8. It will be automatically selected if you have correctly installed Java in your computer. So be sure you have installed Java in your computer before going through this video. Now let's click next and finish. Now we have created a simple Java project. While exploring the project, we have got two icons, two sub icons, one for Java system library and another for source. For the first time the source folder is empty, so let's create a new package here, and let's say the package be chat app. Package is nothing but just a simple folder on which we'll be working on. So select the package and right click, and then let's create a class. Let's name it as a main, as we are going to create a new class, main class for running the program. So click finish, and here this is the main class. To make it a main class of Java, we need to write public static void main, and it will take string array as an argument. So as we know, void main is the main method for C and C++ programming. the main method for Java programming is public static void main. Okay, this is the main class from where we will start our chat server. Now let's click the same package and create a new class for server, and we are gonna make our own chat server. So let's name it server and click finish. So this is our chat server. Now what we need in our chat server is private integer port, private server socket, server socket, private socket client socket, and again private data input stream data in, and also private data output stream data out. Okay, now you will get this type of error which will say cannot resolve to the type. So for solving this, just press Ctrl Shift and O at the same time. Ctrl Shift and O in the Eclipse, and it will automatically import dependency here, that is the library. Again, let's press Ctrl Shift O and choose Java IO data output stream for importing data output stream, and Java IO data input stream for importing data input stream. Now our problem is solved, and let's create a constructor. You must be familiar with the constructor. Int port, which will take the port, integer port, and swapping the value of port to the class port variable. So this constructor will take integer port as an argument, and this dot port represents the port of the class server. While we use this before the variable, any variable, it will indicate the variable is or belong to the class. So we have just swapped the value of the variable from incoming port to the variable of the class. Now we need to, before going further, let's talk about the socket and data input and output stream. So server socket represents the gateway, or you just imagine the main door on your house, from where you will go out of the house and get in the house. So socket is also the same as the door, from where the two different computers will communicate or pass the message. And the data input stream is, we will use data input stream to take in data which the client will send to the server, and the data output stream will be used to sorry for the background disturbance, and we will use data output stream for giving out the data to the client from the server. And I guess you are clear about the socket and the data input stream and output stream. So let's start, and we need to initialize the server socket. This the server socket equals to new server socket, in which will take this port, integer port, as an argument. And similarly, we need to initialize the client socket that is done by the server socket dot accept. So what this line will do is it will initialize the server socket variable, and which will take integer port as an argument. And for initializing the client socket, that is socket, and the server socket variable is used, and dot accept mean it will accept the client that is connected to the server. The server will accept any client that will be connected to the server. Okay, we have got error on handle exception type IO, so we need to keep this code inside the try and catch method in order to catch the exception, that is IO exception. Let's print only print stack trace. This line will print the error message, and inside this try method we have initialized the server socket and client socket. Now let's initialize the data input stream. Data in equals to new data input stream, which will take argument as this the client socket dot get input stream. So while initializing the data input stream, it will take an argument which is the client socket input stream. And for data out, we need to initialize data output stream, data output stream, and this will also take one argument, that is client socket get output stream, client socket output stream, for sending message to the client. Okay, this code will make connection to the server and client. Let's print out some message to the client when it will connect to the server. So this data out, I have already told you that data out will send the message to the client. So write UTF, we will print the welcome message when they will connect it to the server. Welcome to Java chat app, and let's print the next line. And let's check this code first. Control save. I am saving this code, and we will call this server class from the main class, and server class have one constructor which will take integer port as an argument. So let's initialize port here. I'm initializing it as 8085, and now let's create anonymous variable of the server class. Basically what we will do to make the object of any class, we will make it as server equals to new server, and we'll send port as an argument. But we don't need to do like this. For in this case we are just using anonymous object. So to get message of server start, let's go to the server class and let's print out here system.out.print line will print the message in the console, server started. And at last here, while we have initialized the server socket and client socket, so after doing some stuff with here, we need to close this connection, close the client socket. Okay, now let's try this code. Just right click the main file and run as Java application. Okay, you get the message server started, and go to the command prompt and let's check your IP address. IP config Here my IP local IP address is 192.168.0.106 IP before address. So similarly check your IP address, and you need to use telnet. Now this CMD console acts as a client for our server that we have just coded. Now let's connect to our server 192.168.0.106, and the port we have used is 8085. Now you can see welcome to Java chat app, connection to the host lost, and that is because, and we have successfully connected and also close the connection. Here you can see the message welcome to the Java chat app that we have sent to the client if they have successfully connected to our server, and also close the client connection after printing the message here. So what we get is, while we connect the server using the telnet, we receive the message welcome to the Java chat app, and then the connection is closed. So this command prompt shell will act as a client for now on, and to connect to the server, one more thing you need is the telnet command. So you can just Google it out for installing telnet in your computer by going to Google and searching for install telnet in Windows, and you will get the instruction as click start, select control panel, choose program file and tracer, turn the Windows telnet, and go on this link and install telnet on your computer. Then only you can use the telnet command from your command prompt. So in this video we have successfully created the connection with the server from the client. Now let's add some more stuff to this code, the server code. Okay, before closing the client socket, let's create one message string which is empty, and let's use while loop while message dot equals eq equals exit, and we will add negation mark. So if the message is not equals to exit, then the while loop will work. Okay, then we will take input from the client. So for that we have this the data in dot read line method in order to read the line or read the message from the clients. So and then we will print them out with data out dot write utf and string. What the server will print out to the client is what they have typed. So let's say you typed and the message plus we need to break the line. Okay, and this while loop will work until the client will type exit on its shell, and after he or she type exit, then the while loop will break and the client connection will be closed. Now let's connect to our server, we need to restart our code, our server. So let's go to the main and run as Java application, and go to your command prompt and just write telnet 192.168.0.106, and our port is 8085, and you will see welcome to the Java chat app. And let's type hello Java, and here from the server you typed hello Java. Similarly, hello world, and you get the message back from the server. You typed hello world. Here we have done it. And similarly, you can type anything and the server will respond you back with the same string you have typed. Example, y and you. Server will respond back to you until you type exit. So let's type exit, and you will see connection to the host lost. That while we type exit, this while loop is break and the connection to the client is closed, so you get the message connection to the host lost. Okay, this is how we created chat app with server to client connection. In the next video we will make multiple users to get access. We will create a multiple user to access the server. In this case, only the single user can access the server at a time. You can check it out by typing telnet 192.168.0.106 and 8085 is our port. Oh sorry, we need to start our server again because the connection all was closed. So let's connect to our server 8085. Hello Zach. This is our one client, and what we have done is only one client can access the server at a time. So let's try another client, telnet 192.168.0.106.8085. So we get this type of console in the second user, while in the first user it will work fine. And while type exit, it will exit the connection, and for the next client it will not work. So we will discuss and create our own code for parallelly accessing all the clients which are connected to the server in the next video.